Hello, Dr. Mary Jane here, and today I'd like to talk with you about your lymph system and how we can use the IMPHY Release Stick to help move lymph throughout the body and keep us healthy, particularly during this season of cold, flu, coronavirus. So let's take a look at the lymph system. As you can see from this drawing, the lymph system is pervasive throughout the body with special collection points that we call lymph nodes. So let's take a look at how we can use the IMPHY Release Stick to help keep us well. First, we want to be aware of where the lymph nodes are. These nodes are collecting things throughout your body. So they're collecting viruses, bacteria, even cancer cells. And so what we want to do is massage where we have those concentrations of nodes to help clear out anything in there that needs to be removed from the body. And we're just going to take little circles, maybe about 10 circles as we go along in each area. Moving down into the collarbone, making sure you get a nice massage of the collarbone. And then we're going to go into the sternum. Moving into the sternum and down to the bottom part of the sternum. This is an important part of your lymph system that needs to stay clear. Now let's go into the armpits. As you know, we have a lot of lymph nodes under the armpit. A lot wants to collect there. And so we want a nice solid massage to help move that through. Make sure you do both sides. Make sure you have enough pressure to get a sense of movement. Now let's move into your abdomen. So our lymph nodes run deep into the abdomen and circulate around the abdominal organs. So we want to have enough pressure there that there's a sense of movement in that abdominal cavity. And now we'll move into the inguinal lymph nodes here in your groin. Moving those through nicely. And then we'll take it down to behind the knee. So we're just going to reach down behind the knee with a gentle massage. This should feel pretty good, actually. And now we'll come all the way back up. Taking your release stick, we're going to start with the lower half of the body. And ideally, we want to push that lymph up toward the heart. So find a comfortable seated position. You can be on a chair or on the floor, or whatever works for you. And we'll take your release stick, and again, we're moving up the body. So we're gonna start on the inside of the ankle and stroke upward through your calf, allowing the release stick to caress your calf as you pull the tissue upward toward your knee. We'll do about 5 or 6 strokes. Then we'll go to the other side, coming from your ankle up toward the knee, getting a sense of pulling upward, moving this lymph fluid up to where we have those lymph nodes behind the knee. Once we've gone both sides, we're going to take the soft side of the stick behind the knee and pull from the calf through the crease of the knee up into the thigh. We want the sense that there's enough pressure that we're actually moving through those lymph nodes and pulling up toward the pelvis. Let's make sure we get both sides. So we'll change feet. Again, allowing the release stick to just simply caress your calf as you stroke upward toward your knee, about 5 or 6 strokes in each area. And you want the sense of movement happening, flow. You want a nice sense of flow up toward the knee. Again, taking the soft angle of the stick, we're going to go behind the knee, pulling toward your thigh with enough pressure that you get a sense of actually pulling through those lymph nodes and moving that fluid up toward your pelvis. Okay, so let's come to stand. And we'll take the release stick onto your inguinal nodes. And again, we want to be pulling up toward the heart, right? With a nice firm stroke. Yeah, This is where lymph collects, especially if you sit a lot here in these groin areas and behind the knee. Let's make sure we get both very thoroughly. Good. And now we're going to move to the abdomen. So once again, remember we have all of these nodes located in our abdominal cavity. So we want to make sure we have a nice stroke moving from your lower abdomen around the pubic bone up toward the heart, right up through the ribs, firmly through this soft tissue here. Good. Now we're going to start from the top and work our way back down. So we're going to take the butter knife under the ear where we had those lymph nodes and massaged earlier, and we're pulling down toward the collarbone. Again, we want a sense of flow. We want to really drain this area toward the collarbone. Let's make sure we get both sides. Back, through with a nice firm stroke. It should feel firm but comfortable, not painful. All the way to the collarbone. Now, we want to make sure we get both below the collarbone and above the collarbone. So we'll just take the edge of the spoon and back and forth below the collarbone and above the collarbone. On both sides, of course. Particularly on your right side, however, we have an important duct here on the right side that's important for moving that lymph system from the right side of your body. And then, of course, we're going to do the underarm. So again, taking the soft butter knife and coming through from the arm, through the armpit toward the heart. And the other side. Very good. Okay, let's set the release stick down. And we're going to do a little tapping. Now that we've moved all that fluid, we're just going to tap all of these areas and keep it mobile. So down the arm, into the collarbone, down the sternum, here at the base of the sternum. Let's get the arm. We'll go all the way down the arm, back up, armpit, down the side of your waist to your pelvis. Yep, and we'll do both sides. Make sure you get all through the arm, the armpit, down into your waist. Let's do the abdominals. Tap, 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 tap. And the inguinal nodes. And then we'll come to the side of your legs and thighs, sort of toward the back down toward the knees, where we were before, but this time go all the way to the ankles, come to the inside of the ankles, up the inside of the knee, the inside of the thigh, back to that groin area, back up toward the heart. Hands on your heart. Let's take a few deep breaths here, allowing now your respiratory system to help the lymph system and the circulatory system move those toxins out of your body. Now, finally, if you choose to, you can take something bouncy like a fit ball. I'll choose a fit ball today, but you could use a mini tramp, or you could just jog in place or do some jumping jacks on your own. But just find something that provides a little bit of bouncy springiness. And that springiness will help move the lymph, keep it flowing, keep it rebounding back up toward your heart, and keep it clean. So just a reminder, your lymph helps collect viruses, bacteria, even cancer cells. And its job is to try to clear them out of your body to help prevent you from getting sick. So make a point to take 5 or 10 minutes and do this 2 or 3 times a week and help you stay well throughout the year. Okay, so let's just take our hands on our heart. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. Take a deep breath. Simply focused on your health and well-being. Thank you for taking the time to care for yourself and make the world a healthier place.